Hello, I'm Greg Robinson, Executive Director of the Orangeburg County Development Commission. Discovering future career opportunities is an important step, even at this stage of your lives. What would you like to be when you grow up? What are your career interests? Which of the 16 career clusters would you fall under? I join your schools, your parents, your school counselors, career specialists, and a desire to help guide you in that direction. Please join the Orangeburg County School District as we present to you the first virtual career fair. Together, we will explore different careers under the 16 career clusters, from professionals right here in our own community. And out of the 16 career clusters, we will highlight careers from fields in the highest demand and of the highest interest to you, our Orangeburg County School District student. The remaining careers will be featured on a Bitmoji to be available at your schools. We want your career to be a fitting platform for you to contribute your individual talents and interests to a field that aligns with your purpose and, most importantly, your passion. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, my name is Imani John, first grader at Revelon Elementary. And today, we're at Davis Toyota to learn all about sales. How did you start working here?
I started working here at Davis Toyota. Well, I've been in sales in Monty for about 40-some years. And I had an opportunity to get into the car business. And I got into the car business because I wanted to help people provide a service with filling a car. Okay? So that's how I got into the car business.
What do you like the most here?
What I like the most here, we have a very, very, very good staff of people working here. All of them are honest, dependable. We're like family, because we spend more time here with our workers than we do with our whole family.
What does a normal day look like for you?
A normal day, Imani, is hard to say. I might have 1 or 2 appointments. I think I might get out of here like about 7 o'clock in the evening. It can go to 9 o'clock, okay? The normal day is, is basically selling cars. It's unpredictable. It could be anything on a normal day.
And now we're at Husqvarna to learn about manufacturing and sourcing.
My name is Donald Ricks. I'm what they call an indirect buyer for Husqvarna.
What does it take to have a career?
Well, first and foremost, when you look at something that you like and something that really motivates you. When I was younger, I was really into sports, but then I got into trying to help people. And I'm in a career now that I do a lot of things that I help this company out, motivate people, and it's a great thing. But you, first and foremost, do something that you like, make you feel good.
At my school, we celebrate each other. Does your team celebrate each other?
Oh, without a doubt. We got one of the best HR persons that I know, and we have birthdays, we do weight loss challenges, and we do all kinds of things to get all the employees involved. I mean, we are a proactive company as far as bringing all the employees, yes, without a doubt. We make sure our employees feel like when they come to work, this is not just a job, they're home here. They're home, you know what I mean?
Thank you so much. I learned so much. Thank you for your time. And now we're going to talk to Mr. Scott Frost from Zeus and see what he does.
I'm excited to hear your questions, and I'm grateful that you're here as well.
How important is education in your career?
Education is foundational. There's a saying that as soon as you stop learning, you're through. And in our field, you learn as you're learning now in first grade, and as you continue to go through elementary school and middle school and high school, and eventually even in college, that's not enough. You have to continue to learn the rest of your life to continue to change and adapt and adjust to what's happening out in the world. And that's the exciting part of an IT job.
When I do something big, I get celebrated. Do you and your team celebrate each other?
You know what? I love celebrations. I love parties. I love recognitions. And so we follow a principle called R. We look to say that do we appreciate our employees? Do we respect them? And do we encourage them? And we do that through shout outs. We do that through lunches. We offer lunches. Sometimes we buy them dinners to go out with their significant other and say thanks for the job that you've done. Sometimes we give them cash awards for the job that they did when they completed something. And sometimes when they do it really good and they've been doing it for a while, we give them promotions where they make more money.
Thank you so much. I learned so much about your career. We're on Healthplex to talk to Dr. Chris and see what he does.
Nice to meet you. My name is Chris. I'm the Director of Rehab here at Regional Medical Center's Healthplex.
Thank you for letting me interview you today. I have a few questions to ask you, and my friends and I can learn so much about your career.
Well, wonderful. So what questions do you have for me?
How important is education in your career?
In my career field, education is very important. It is very science heavy. So I'm a physical therapist and I have my doctorate in physical therapy. So I had to have a lot of physical sciences as part of my college to be able to apply for my graduate school. And that's true of pretty much all the rehab professions. Your speech language pathologists require a master's degree, and your physical therapists require a doctorate degree, and your occupational therapist will require a doctorate degree likely in the very near future.
I'm pretty sure you're busy, so what does a normal day look like for you?
Yes, I'm a little busy. So for me, as the director, a normal day for me is a lot of running around, chasing my tail a little bit and putting out fires. So we have meetings certainly to talk about falls and patient safe handling and what are we going to do to make our services better for our community. And as our therapists, what they have is they have a very busy day of treating patients. And it depends. They could be in the hospital treating patients, or they could be right here where we are treating patients as well.
Thank you so much. I learned so much about your career.
No, well, you're very welcome. It's been my pleasure.
And now we're at the pediatric dentistry to talk to Dr. Audrey Gordon and see what she does. I have a few questions to ask you, so my friends and I know so much about your career.
Okay. Let's get
How
started.
important is education in your career?
Education is very important in my career. Education is important in most careers, but really important in my career. Science and math are very useful in us getting through dental school.
Thank you. What do you enjoy most about working here?
I enjoy meeting people your age. I have patients that are 1 year old. I have patients that are 18 years old. Just meeting new personalities every day.
I'm pretty sure you're busy, so what does a normal day look like for you?
What does a normal day look like? My good normal days look like patients coming in, sitting down, helping me out, opening their mouths, getting their teeth cleaned, getting their fillings done. My challenging normal days are when patients come in and one patient starts crying, the next patient cries, the next patient cries, and they cry all day. It makes it a little challenging for us, and it makes the day a little bit longer.
Thank you so much. I learned so much about your career.
Oh, and thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Austin Black, and today we are at Healthplex in Orangeburg, South Carolina, to ask Sheena Fogel some questions. What is the level of education needed for this career?
Well, Austin, first of all, it's nice to meet you. And I'm a certified occupational therapist assistant. and I went to school. I got an associate's degree, and I got a license, certified license from South Carolina Boards of Occupational Therapy.
What is the average salary range for your position?
The average salary rate for my position is $52,000 a year.
What are some of the favorite things you like to do in your position?
Well, some of my favorite things is helping people like yourself. I work with pediatrics, which are kids that's your age. I also work with older people that's like your grandma or your mom or dad. So if they're injured, then I come and help them, make things a little bit easier.
Are there any other careers that are related to your current career field?
Yes, it's a lot of people that work with me in rehab. We have nurses, we have speech therapists, we have physical therapists, we have recreational therapists, and also CNAs, which help the nursing staff.
What are the thoughts you can share on the importance of showing up on time and the use of social media and dressing for success?
You should always be professional and on time for everything. When you show up knowing what you're gonna do. You're gonna show up making an impression on somebody. It's very important that you make sure that you leave a lasting impression. You know what that means? So when I met you, I know that you were full of energy. So when you're going to get your job, you get older, you do that same thing, Austin. Be happy, be passionate at what you do, and always believe in yourself. I think that's very important.
Can you tell us about your career?
Sure. So my name is Wesley. My job title is Director of Sales and Marketing, and I work for a company called Nephron Pharmaceuticals. So what we do at Nephron is manufacture medications. So if you or anyone that you know has asthma, for example, then you may have used some of our products before.
Cool. What do you like most about your career?
What I really love about my job is that I know that I'm helping people. So again, we're making life-saving medications that help people breathe. And I know that my job is crucial in getting those medications to the patients that need them.
Thank you. How important is education in your career?
Education is very important. I think that education allows you to learn new things every single day, and it exposes you to new experiences. So I definitely encourage people to get a good education whenever you're looking at jobs.
That's really cool. What does a normal day look like for you?
So in my job, a normal day looks different every day. In marketing, I always say that we get to do the fun stuff because we're very creative in my office. We are making different presentations for our customers to learn about our products. We are taking fun photos and videos of the facility, and overall just using our creativity to share our products with our customer.
Classmates and I are celebrated when we do great things. Do you and your team celebrate each other?
Absolutely. I do work on a pretty big team here, so we're always encouraging one another, and we're reaching out to one another to congratulate them if they maybe get a new customer, for example, and we're always collaborating to share ideas so that we can help each other every day.
That's really cool. Is there anything else you would like to share about your career?
I think that I have a really good career. I'm really happy with my career so far, and I hope that everyone watching this video tries to do something that they love and something that makes them happy. If you've never heard the quote before, I want to say it for you, and it's to pick a job that you love and you'll never have to work a day in your life.
Thank you so much. I learned so much about your career.
Thank you very much.
My name is Austin Blake, and we're at Wholesome Cement Plant in Harley Hill, South Carolina. We're here to ask questions about their work. What's the level of education needed for this career?
Well, we have a lot of different positions here. You can have a high school diploma. At the very least, you have to finish high school, Or you can go and do secondary education, such as being an engineer or a lot of other fields.
What is the average salary range for your position?
We have jobs that range anywhere from $20 an hour to $150,000 a year.
What are some of your favorite things to do in your position?
I get to work with all levels of people, from the VPs to supervisors to hourly employees, and I really enjoy getting to interact with everybody. I get to help out when they have different things that they have concern about. I get to work with them on their salaries or other projects, so it's really a lot of fun just getting to work with a lot of different people.
What advice do you have to someone considering this career?
We really look at technical degrees. You can be anything from electrician to a mechanic to a production worker, but we have a lot of technical skills that it requires. You need to understand computers and understand how to work on different things and really understand how the plant works in the process. So it really does take some technical skills to do any job out here, because we work with a lot of machinery.
Are there any other careers that are related to your current career field?
There are a lot of things. In HR, you can do a lot of different things. And just here at the plant, we have people that know chemistry, we have people that know mechanical, we have people that know all sorts of engineering degrees.
What are thoughts that you can share on the importance of showing up on time and the use of time, the use of social media, and dressing for success?
So as you can see, we're a very casual work environment. We wear uniforms here. Unless we're going to a meeting, we have to dress up a little nicer. So it's a little different here. However, social media is very important because we have to represent ourselves and the company. A lot of people use social media today and they don't think about what they put on things like Twitter and Facebook, and I'm sure you've heard of those things. And being on time is probably one of the most important skills. When you come to work, you have to be prepared to be here and work. It is a lot of hard work that we do, and you show up on time, because if you're not on time, then your team doesn't get to go and get the job done that day. So it is very important to be on time and being ready to come to work, because it's a hard job, and if everybody's not putting forth 100% effort, the job is not going to get done.
What are the level of education needed for this career?
It really depends on what position you would like to hold within the company. In most cases, in production and process here at the plant, you know, we look at the technical degrees to fill those positions, but you know, it's not always necessary to hold one.
What is the average salary range for your position?
On average, I would say it's probably 70 to maybe 105,000.
What advice do you have to someone considering this career?
If you're considering a career in cement manufacturing, I would suggest that you pursue a secondary education in science, technology, engineering, mathematics, the STEMs program you may have heard a lot about at school. Keep up with technology as best we can. We try to minimize our cost so we can be as cost efficient as we can.
Are there any other careers that are related to your current career field?
Probably one of the highest job sectors is in manufacturing in the country, I would say. In my role, there's management, there's administrative, there's process related roles, which are the engineers, there's mechanical and electrical technicians that have the technical backgrounds in those fields. So yeah, there's a lot, within cement other than just what I do.
With us, can you share the importance of showing up on time, using the use of social media, and dressing for success?
Punctuality is certainly important. It's important to me as a supervisor that the guys that report to me are here on time. They're present for work when they're supposed to be. I think it says a lot about your work ethic and your character to be here and be ready to work when you're supposed to be, as well as being here and willing to support the company, outside of your schedule. It's important to be able to express yourself, through social media platforms. But I think it's a great avenue to express your opinions, to express yourself, to reach out to friends and family and whatnot. But again, we have to be careful with it as well as with many other things.
We're at the Cope Area Career Center to learn about the CDL program and see what they do. Thank you for letting me interview you today. I have a few questions to ask you so my friends and I can learn so much about your career. Wow, that's a big truck.
That is
Why
a big
is that at your school?
Because we teach students how to drive that big truck. Okay. High school students, we put them behind the wheel, let them get used to maneuvering the truck around, and try to get them some hands-on experience before they actually leave here and have to do it for a living.
Thank you. Why is there too many wheels on that truck?
Because that truck hauls a lot of weight. Okay, that truck holds about 80,000 pounds. So it has to have a lot of wheels to keep all that much weight up off the ground.
What does it take to be a teacher?
Ooh, be a teacher. Takes a lot of time, takes a lot of patience. There are, again, even though you're out of school, but you're going to start teaching school, so you have to have some more classes that you have to go through, some certifications that you have to get. So there's still a lot of work involved just to be on the teacher side of it. And like I say, you have to have the patience because you have to, you have students coming in and out from all over the place, all with different backgrounds, all with different attitudes, and you have to, be able to talk with all of them.
Wow. When I do something big, I get celebrated. Do you and your team celebrate each other?
Sure we do. Especially when you take them out and put them in this truck, we'll laugh. If somebody makes a mistake, we laugh at each other. We kid with each other. But when the job is done right, they all, they applaud. They congratulate each other because it isn't an easy task. That's a lot of truck to maneuver around. But when you get the task accomplished, it's a big joy. You see the smile come on their face. You see them light up, and you know that they've done things like it was supposed to be done, and they're happy with what they did.
Thank you so much. I learned so much about your career.
Good. Thank you.
Tell me your name and a little bit about yourself.
My name is Chantelle Butler. I am a resident of Atlanta, Georgia. I'm originally from Branchville, South Carolina. Deputy Butler is my mother at Branchville High School.
Can you tell me where you work and what you do there?
I work for UPS as an automation engineer. My current job consists of managing 9 mechanics. Mechanics are people who maintenance our equipment. They maintain it, they fix it, they work on it, they do anything that we need them to do to make sure that at UPS we're able to move a package from one place to another. So the mechanics are pretty much our superheroes. They make sure our equipment functions as it should so that we can make sure that you guys get your packages on time.
What is the level of education for this career?
The level of education needed for this position would be a 4-year degree from an accredited university. I attended Clemson University. I'm class of 2014, where I obtained a Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering.
What are some positives to this career?
The thing I like most about my job is that I'm able to troubleshoot. I'm able to find out the problems and find out the cause of the problems and find a solution for those problems and prevent them from happening again.
Where is some downsides to this career?
One of the things that I like least about my job is that it's very demanding. There's no real downtime. I work 4 days a week, 12 hours every day, sometimes more. And before I became an automation engineer for UPS, I was a consultant for another firm, and I worked 6 days a week, and I traveled 90% of the time. It's very demanding, but I wouldn't change it for anything.
Is there any advice you would like to give about this career?
One piece of advice that I would give any student who is interested in becoming an engineer is choose your career wisely. If you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. I love being an engineer. I love working at UPS, and I love being able to impact people's lives, even if they don't know that I'm doing so. The one other thing I would say is whenever you select whatever discipline you decide to go to school for, make sure you're doing it for yourself and not for anyone else. Make sure you choose your school for yourself and not for anyone else. Make sure wherever you go, you love it, you enjoy it, and it's where you want to be. Because at the end of the day, the memories you make will be yours. So make sure you choose wisely and choose smartly.
My name is Celicia Williams, and I am here at Bimbo's Bakery to ask Kayla Gibson some questions about what she does here at Bimbo's Bakery.
My name is Kayla Gibson. I'm a divider operator here at Bimbo. I work the divider and I work both motors. So I enjoy forming the bread. That's basically what I do. Just put a little loaves that you eat. I gotta make sure those are pretty. We go by spec. So what I do is, from the mixer, I run it down the motors and I shape the motors. I shape the bread into a perfect little dough sticks. I enjoy it. For one, it's not the same every night. Temperatures are not the same every night. So I enjoy doing it because I don't like nothing to beat me out. So I ain't gonna stop till I get it right.
What is the level of education for your position?
High school diploma.
My next question is, what is the salary range for your position?
It ranges from $17 to $20 an hour.
And what advice, opportunities do you have for working at Bimbo?
Be on time, be safe, take your time with all you do, be careful reaching, stay positive.
What are related jobs?
I work here as a divider operator, and the related jobs is oven operator, mixer operator, and wrapper.
What are your thoughts on the importance of professionalism? Showing up on time.
It is very important to be to work on time.
Utilizing social media appropriately.
It's never appropriate to write inappropriate things on social media.
And dressing for success.
It is always important to dress professional. When you start to work, just keep in mindful that you're coming to take care of your family. So you want to be on time, you want to come to work, you want to work hard.
My name is Tracy Scoville. I'm in my 28th year here at the Technology Center in the program studies of NCCR building construction. The construction industry is the second largest employer in the United States. So there are many opportunities, everything from real estate to a heavy equipment operator, to an engineer, to a project manager. Upon graduation, they can go into a 4-year institution and major in something like civil engineering. They can go into a 2-year program and study building construction technology or program management, or they can go into a apprenticeship program, or they can also go directly straight to work. When students come to this program, they actually have an opportunity to work on live projects. Everything from building a small doghouse to a large-scale building. We do both residential and commercial construction. Students also have a chance every Friday. We go out to live job site visits in which they get a chance to interact with contractors, subcontractors, owners, and developers. It gives them a little bit more of an insight about where their opportunities are. And that way, students can then understand more about what the profession involves and the number of opportunities that are within the profession.
Thank you for letting me interview you today. I have questions to ask you so my friends and I can learn so much about your career. Can you tell me about your career?
Yeah, so I'm a designer. I work in the field of architecture. So on a daily basis, I work on the design of buildings, specifically K-12 buildings like elementary, middle, and high schools. And I work on designing the exterior and interior of those buildings.
What do you like most about your career?
What I like most about specifically what I do is that I get to work on schools for kids like you. So I love being able to communicate with them and get an idea of what they want out of their spaces so that we can make sure when we're designing those that they work great for their learning environments.
Thank you. How important is education in your career?
Education is super important for being an architect. So you have to have your high school degree, then you have to go to college and get a professional degree that is accredited through our NAB accrediting board. And after you have one of those degrees, you have to do some interning hours and take a few tests, then you can become an architect.
Thank you so much. What does a normal day look like for you?
Normal day is we get to work at 8 o'clock and we have meetings like with our coworkers and talk about the different projects we're working on in the office. And we just do a lot of communicating, a lot of working on the computer, drawing up buildings and making them look good.
In my school, me and my friends celebrate each other. Do you and your team celebrate each other?
We always celebrate each other. So whenever there's something exciting that someone has done or accomplished, we always make sure we get together and do a big celebration for whatever that might be. Most recently, someone finished all of their tests and they become a licensed architect. So we had a big celebration for that.
Thank you so much. I learned so much about your career.
You're welcome.
Hello, Orangeburg County family. I am Rhonda Clark, a professional school counselor and career specialist at the small school with a big heart known as Ellery Elementary. We love to expose our students to new ways and new ideas so that they can start focusing on their future career. In doing so, we host career fairs, we take them on various field trips, and we also administer new career interest surveys. We as career specialists and professional school counselors are very passionate about seeing that our students become the very best that they can be in their future career. So let's remember, it's never too early to start thinking about your future career.
Hello, we would like to thank our Superintendent, Dr. Sean Foster, Ms. Mary Glenn Piccolino in Public Relations, Dr. Leanna Calloway, Mr. Haywood John, our IT department, our professional school counselors, our career specialists, our Virtual Career Fair Committee, and especially Ms. Faith Arthur for helping to make our Virtual Career Fair a success. I am Henry Butler, professional school counselor and career specialist at Holly Hill Roberts Middle School. Thank you.
We hope that you enjoyed exploring the different career clusters that was displayed and now have a better idea of which direction to travel. Please don't forget to visit the Bitmoji Classroom to explore the other career clusters. We would like to thank everyone for their contribution to our district's first virtual career fair. It is our ultimate goal to ensure that you, our future leaders of tomorrow, Discover a career pathway that brings you joy as well as financial stability. Join your school community in a commitment to supporting each of you in identifying your unique pathway to success. I know that I speak for all of us in saying that we look forward to a tremendous contribution that you will make to our community through your future work. Thank you.